You are far smarter than you can ever imagine. There is no obstacle that you cannot overcome, no problem that you cannot solve, and no goal that you cannot achieve by applying your mind to your situation.
Go on and
Yo, what up, though?
What up, though?
Hi, happy fucking Monday. What's good?
Monday is fucking happy ass Monday. I'm glad to be here with y'all today. We got some things we need to talk about today, y'all. God damn it, God damn it. You see me, I'm Mr. Devil's Advocate today. You know what the fuck it is. Y'all might hate me. They might hate me at the end of the day today, but that's okay, though. Stick with the show.
Did you see my name today? My name is Wonder Woman. What's up? What's up? What's up?
It just says woman. So
autocorrect.
Hey,
No,
woman.
I gotta fix that. No, I gotta go out. I gotta fix that.
You go out. You gotta go out. You know what I mean?
I gotta fix that. Hold
What's
up.
up, Tice? What's up, Tavio? What's happening, y'all? Okay, she gonna come right back. We got a show for you today. We're gonna talk about some things, man. Just to give you a quick setup. We're gonna definitely talk about Kirk Franklin's bitch ass son, you bitch ass nigga. Kirk Franklin ain't shouldn't have out, but we're gonna get to that, okay? But we also want to talk about that motherfucking black girl. Where was that at? That black girl that got her wig split. But we're gonna talk about that today. You know what I mean? I need to see some of your comments, you know what I mean? Because I want to know your comments, your opinions about that, because I'm gonna look at it from both sides of the table. You know what I mean? I'm gonna look at it from their side of the table, I'm gonna look at it from my side of the table. But we're gonna get to that today. I'm waiting for Kiki to bring her ass back because she wanna talk. Oh, there it is, Wonder Woman. What up, though?
I'm sorry, excuse me for that 2-second commercial break, but couldn't have all that going on. What's good though? What's up?
Not much, you know what I mean?
I'm a little conflicted today, bruh.
Why? What's on your mind? What got you like that?
We paid Dak, yeah. We paid Dak.
You as you should. The fuck? Why did it have to go through all of that for you to pay Dak? Why did you have to go through all of this? Why was it just such a big shit show to give that man his money? I'm just curious.
Okay. Second of all, what's good with y'all? Y'all have a season or not? Like, y'all got a lot of underlying sexual things happening over there at Redskins camp.
It's the old regime. They weren't worried about playing football or winning football games. They were worried about chasing the pussy and doing some inappropriate shit. So I don't know what the fuck is going to happen with them. I really don't know.
I'm gonna say something that's probably gonna get me in trouble. I'm not saying that should be something that you should come to expect, being a cheerleader and being whatever, but I think the culture now allows you to, it's always been all right to say, I don't want to be talked to like that. I don't want to be, dealt with in that way. But I think it is one of those things that's catching. What's up, Tweety? I think one of those things that's catching. Like, you can benefit, you can get money off of it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm just like, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep watching. We're just gonna see what happens. We gotta just see what happens, y'all. We gotta see.
Drew Brees retired.
I kind of like the way he did it, where his kids was lined up the way he did it. It was kind of unique. It was kind of new. I like that shit, but I get it, though. He gave 15, 20 years to the NFL.
Yeah.
Nigga, what more do you need to do? What more do you need to do? After 15, 20 years, man, look, hang them cleats up. I'm done. I'm going to go live my life. He can still walk around, be okay, spend his time with his young growing kids. I ain't mad at him.
But some people feel like it's a cop out. You know what I'm saying? I saw some comments because it ain't been everywhere. It's been real quiet and low key. But I seen some comments was saying that he fell away because he clearly can see Tom Brady is not gonna give this up. Like it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And you don't have a dog in the fight, which I don't agree with.
So are you thinking that he was trying to lurk around, wait for Tom to retire so he could be the man?
No, I think he tried to hang in there until he realized, like, bruh, this Bama ain't letting up.
I mean, I can see it from that point of view. Like, yo, it's rough, you know. But I mean, still on the same token, I'm not mad at Drew. He gave you 15 wonderful seasons. It was always a fucking shootout with this dude.
No, it definitely was.
He's going to the Hall of Fame. He's going to the Hall of Fame.
He is. I definitely agree with that. And then for real, I'm a fan of going out when you're on top. I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of not going out, like the choice being yours whenever you decide to roll out. I'm a fan of that.
Well, see, Sean Boyd said Brady signed a 4-year extension, and Breeze was like, "Fuck it, I'm out. You know what I mean? Brady is not okay. So Tom Brady is smart because he wants to keep winning. He wants to put a legacy up there. You got to be a fucking monster to come and beat it. Ain't nobody gonna. He's dead and gone. Niggas will still be like, he was hands down the best quarterback of all time.
And he definitely ain't giving you shit. You definitely got to come in here and take it. So exactly. What you said is extremely true.
I'm gonna take the less money so you can keep some of these core guys around that we had to win. So I'm gonna restructure my contract. I'm gonna take my extension, but I'm gonna take less money so you can pay these other guys and we can keep it out. And hopefully we can win again.
Yeah.
Smart move.
Yeah.
Tom is at the point. What else does Tom have to prove? I don't need the money because he got the money. All he needs to do, he wants to stick around and keep fucking running it up. Let him run it up. I ain't mad at him.
I like folks who see the writing on the wall. Breeze just don't. He was like, man, I don't got it in me to be fine off like this dude. Like I just don't. You know what it's gonna take to beat this dude. I don't got it. I don't got it.
You know who didn't see the writing on the wall was Peyton Manning. He was still trying to hang in there. And the writing was on the wall was there for a while, but Peyton just was like, yo, he was Peyton Manning, so he wasn't trying to go nowhere. Hands down, Peyton Manning, amazing quarterback, Hall of Famer, all day long. But you're not Tom Brady. You're not Tom Brady. You're not Tom Brady, dude. You're not. You know? It is what it is. Tom Brady is that rare gem that you don't never see, but maybe once in a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see another quarterback like this. I don't think I'm going to see it. You know what I mean?
No, it won't be.
I agree with you. He's running the score up. He's running up. He's running it up. He's running it up. That's all it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's going to take a lot. It's going to take a whole lot. And for real, even these youngins, he's shown, to me, people want to say that argument again. Even Mike J right now can come out here and shake and burn these youngins. And I think that's what Tom is like, yo, y'all keep talking about age, bro. Like, bring it. What's happening? Like, the skill is there. The skill is there.
He's outplaying the younger quarterbacks.
Yes.
Period. He's outplaying these younger quarterbacks.
Yes.
I'm not mad at Tampa Bay. It was a smart move. Yo, Ron in heaven is going. He's jumping all over the place. Like, that was a brilliant move. He's going to watch his boys win again.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And this thing, Tweety asks, is that homemade? This is from my drink machine. Yes, Tweety. This is old fashioned right now.
Well, today I'm partaking in tequila. Today, for tequila, the first time in a long time of Mondays. I don't have to be to work tonight because they pulled a move on me last night, bro. They called me to work last night, like I was supposed to be in the schedule, and I went. You know what I'm saying? And I don't work weekends. I'm off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of every weekend of every month. And they pulled a move on me last night, and I fell for the hokey doke and went in. So I'm off today.
Okay, so let's live it up a little bit. Okay.
I do want to say I want to thank God on air. I was in a car accident on Friday night. Terrible car accident. Listen, I don't even know how I walked away from that. So I just want y'all to understand, in case it gets out or whatever, I want to put it here first. But I'm good. I'm bruised up and all that, but I'm good. God, listen.
Look, man. Damn. Shit rough out here, Kiki. I'm glad to know that you're safe and you're here with us. You know what I mean? Ain't God good? Because it could have been worse than what it is.
Bro, when I seen that car, I wasn't supposed to walk out that car. And the blessed thing is that I was asleep and I was laid back in the seat. So
that's what saved you.
Yes, what saved me.
You was completely relaxed.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I get it. I'm right here with you. I get it.
I want to spit something out before we hit the top. I want to spit something out. I'm going to reiterate it time and time again.
We're going to okay, go ahead.
Throughout the show, that save the date, people. March 28th, 2021. We doing our live show at Harborside Hotel in the harbor. So y'all inbox us so we can get your name because we only allowed 100 or so people to be there. And if you want to be in the building, please, we having food, we having good conversation. It is it's our men and women's session. This shit gonna be fire. You hear me?
So just for the record, it's not men against women. This is gonna be men and women talking and exposing some real truths and being very open and honest with each other. You know what I mean? And I love the way it was set up and the way it's designed because it gives you a view from the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, and into your 50s.
Yes.
So you get the mindset, you get to see what it is from every different person. You get what I'm saying? From every different age group. Oh,
yes. What a novel idea, Tone. What a novel idea to get men and women and adult people who can get in there and talk about their feelings and talk about whatever, talk about real shit. Man, what a novel idea. This shit gonna be fire, yo.
This is gonna be really awesome. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be, we're not holding anything back.
No.
Man, these are men who are gonna be very open, very honest, and they're gonna answer questions. We're not gonna be ducking and dodging and running away from questions. We're gonna be answering questions head on.
Yes.
No ignorant shit, no nothing. We're gonna be very real with the women, and we're expecting the women to be the same with us. It's gonna be an out and out amazing fucking time. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. Save the date, March 28th. If you're interested and you want to come, get at myself, get at Kiki. Let us know. We can set it. We can get you straight. We can get you in there, like you said. Get some food. You know what I mean? If you want to bring your own drink, you bring your own drink at your shit. You bring your own little taste. Boom.
March 28th at 2:30.
March 28th.
It's a Sunday for everybody who understands. It's a Sunday.
It's a Sunday. You know what I mean? It's going down. We'll have the time. We'll give you the time and everything like that. You show up. This is going to be a very dope conversation. You know what I mean? This is going to be unique. This is not going to be on the show. Don't be looking to see.
Nope.
Oh shit! Where Rip Radio at? Why? No, this is something else outside the box. You know what I mean?
You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it.
Don't miss it. This is some live shit in person.
Period.
Looking forward to it. You know what I mean? Damn, boy, we got a lot of shit going on, Kiki. You know what I mean? First off, I want to give a shout out to the send my condolences to the block burners. You know, if you don't know, their president passed, recently, from the Mother Chapter. You know, very humble brother. Hold on, very. Let me say this. Very humble brother. Work with you, cool down to the earth brother. I got to meet him briefly and chop it up with him briefly, but the dude was cool. He was good folks, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to that nation. Just our deepest condolences from the show, man.
And keep your nation in there. Keep your nation in your prayers because this is the second member that they lost like the last month or so. They lost hands. Before that, and this is big boy. This is big boy.
If we can send some support and some shout outs and send them some love their way because they're really feeling it right now. They lost two great brothers. It's just rough out here. Be safe.
Yes. Now,
what up, Doug?
With that being said, sir, anything on your mind? What you eating?
I'm ghetto right now. I'm eating a bacon sandwich. Don't judge me.
I just had one. Yo, I literally just had one. Look.
Look, you right here. Bruno, you ain't getting done, man. Go plot.
So what's on your brain, Tone? Talk to me.
Well, Kirk Franklin. Why that man is apologizing? Somebody help me understand what the fuck he need to apologize for. Did he have to apologize for something he did wrong? Did he say something wrong or out of context?
I wish Spicy White could provide us with some of the videos, just in case people was living under a rock and they didn't hear the audio. But I'm gonna let you get your thing off, and I'm gonna get mine off. bacon sandwich.
I'm asking Spicy right now. No, his name ain't Spicy White today.
His name is Stimulus White Package.
Stimulus White Package. That's classic. That is classic. Yo, that is a classic name. I asked him to see if he can bring that up so we can show that to y'all. You know, and it was we're gonna get to the girl. Give me a minute, we're gonna get to the girl. There it is. It is.
I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. Shut the fuck up. I'm old. I did it. He just hung up the phone. I'll break your neck. Is that a threat?
Y'all tell me what y'all think about this entire.
Ooh, my mouth. Kirk Franklin's son's a whole fucking pussy. You a whole bitch ass nigga for that shit. First off, you only wanted to record the part where he was breaking food. You didn't want to expose what led that man to break food. That's your daddy. And anytime if one of my kids feel like they're gonna disrespect me like that, nigga, I will fuck you up. So we all didn't understand this. Kirk Franklin's son decided that it was gonna be okay to share a part of the argument that they were having. You know, we all know if you really been following this, Kirk Franklin's son is a fuck up.
Yeah, he a junk.
He a fuck up. So they were having an argument, and Kirk Franklin's son decided to be petty and record that certain part of the conversation, and then share it to social media. Hey, dumbass. You dumb on so many motherfucking levels.
Come on, Tone. Come on, Tone.
You know what I mean? So many motherfucking levels you are dumb. You just went to share that, but you didn't make that man look stupid. You made yourself look stupid. You made yourself look like a petty little bitch. And is his dad wrong? You're a bitch ass nigga.
Absolutely not.
Now, he didn't even make no financial gain off of this shit, Kiki. He just made himself the laughing stock of the internet for what? Huh? He said, yo, Mr. Coleman said, GP, you should whip me. Hell yeah.
You kick your ass because you're bye-bye, baby, because your son
don't matter. Listen, shout out to Mr. Coleman for that one, man. That's the comment of the day right there. There's nothing wrong with that.
Letitia said he ain't need to apologize at all. His son trying to be seen now. He triggered that triggered his dad, then recorded him. But I feel he apologized for the super holy Christians that's clutching their pearls. And that is absolutely what I feel. He ain't apologizing for what he said. He apologizing that you heard it. Because as a man of God, look, if you disrespect me.
Okay, go ahead.
Bruh, you get the same shit from me. And I will pray that no one. Yeah, I have said, okay, let me calm down.
Calm down.
If one of my children, God forbid, London or Brittany, ever did that to me, it would be way worse. My daddy had this saying, right? You want to call the police, they got a reason to come here. So for real, if I'm gonna go ham, I'm gonna go all the way ham. You disrespect me? What the fuck is wrong with his stupid ass? I don't think he did nothing wrong. I think Kirk Franklin, for real, because of the cancel culture and not all-out culture, he did that shit because that's what you got to do. He's still a working man. He's still in the industry. He still is a public figure. And I guess the same way Leandria Williams did when she was drinking Patron and taking shots and shit. They ran her through the mud. And why? That's what she do. You know what I'm saying? And whoever is in my circle who leaked them videos, y'all can suck a dick with cheese. That's
apparently the son leaked the video.
I'm talking about in regards to her because she was at home chilling, having a few shots. She was drinking, she was talking shit, and then someone leaked the shit. Leaked the shit or whatever.
Oh, bitch ass nigga shit.
Bruh, come on.
I just don't agree with it. You know, and here's the thing. I get him apologizing to that community, but I said what I said, man. I said what I said. I stand behind what I said. You know what I mean? What you're doing is you taking part of the conversation out of context because you don't know what the other part that led up to this. So I'm apologizing because I'm sure some of these Catholic people, these holier than thou motherfuckers, these Baptists, in their home or their childhood, they mama done told them the same shit. Or they daddy done told them the same. Shut your bitch ass up or I'll whoop your ass. Didn't I tell you? Yes. We come from black homes. And in all black houses, our parents cussed us the fuck out. They told us they were going to whoop our ass. They told us they were going to do all this shit. What the fuck is any new now?
He
You know what I mean? Come on, man. I'm not apologizing for shit. I said what the fuck I said, and that's what the fuck I meant. You a bitch ass nigga, you come around here, I'm gonna break your motherfucking neck. Period. You know your mama and your daddy that told you worse shit than that they were gonna do to you. They probably thought they gonna kill your ass. They gonna beat you to death. All kind of shit. You probably got some ass women that you thought you was gonna die. Fuck out of here. You bitch ass nigga. You did some bitch shit. That's what it is.
Sean Boy said they didn't know Kirk was from the south side of the Garden of Eden. Nicoletta said, shit, I cuss mine out all the time. Look, you have to. And honestly, Tone, I'm going to flip it around on you.
Okay, come on.
Say, for instance, you flew off on your daughter. You flew off on your daughter.
Okay.
And she recorded you. You done said some wild shit to her because she disrespected you. This your oldest kid. And then
come on, I got you, come on.
It got out here. And you part of Real Talk Uncensored. You a personality. We showed a year, 2 years in a row. And for real, and you feel like, oh shit, or you feel like fuck that. Tell me what's your stance. You got a platform too.
First off, my daughter, me and her going at it because many times we went at it because I had to check her and get her in fucking line. She's a teenager. She doesn't know better. She tries her fucking limits. Okay, bitch, what you want to... First off, cardinal rule number one is what goes on in the home stays in the fucking home. What goes on within the family stays within the family. It ain't everybody's business to be putting out there that you arguing or beefing with your child or you arguing or beefing with your parent. That's not their business. That's family business. That's in-house shit. So when you want to make it out-house shit, that's a whole motherfucking another level of disrespect. Damn right I want to break your neck. Now I'm going to kick your ass because you put my shit in the street. When I was raised, whatever we beefing about in the house stays inside of these whole motherfucking walls. And it ain't nobody else's business. So motherfucker, my daughter did that shit, I'm going to put my foot up her ass. Because she was taught that from a little child. What goes on in this house stays in this house. I don't give a fuck how you feel. I don't give a fuck how mad you are. It's not going down like that. There it is.
Come on,
tell me where I'm wrong. But somebody going to disagree with me and I don't give a fuck. My house.
I want to see him. Because for real, you can talk to Mike on that, honestly. But I want to see if anybody want to play devil's advocate today. Anybody want to debate him on that? Because everybody on here arguably came from a black household. That is the rule. Period.
I'm with Sean Boyd. I'm going to pull up on that ass. You going to talk all that shit? I'm going to find where you at. I'm on my way. We going to talk about this. I need you to have that same energy when we face to face.
It ain't over, Tony. It ain't over. Huh? It ain't over. Once you leave me, it ain't over.
Before you even leak the conversation, the leaking of the conversation. Oh, hold on. I can't be disrespectful, y'all. Give me a second. Hey, Aunt Marilyn. Hey.
Hi, Aunt Marilyn.
Don't worry about it. My aunt. That's my older aunt. You know, I had to. Unmute my mic, damn it. Unmute my motherfucking mic.
We can hear you.
Yeah, so here's where we at. Right now. You know what I mean? You already got an ass from when you told me a bitch ass nigga you was gonna do shit to me and you had that hostile energy. Off the rip, I'm coming to find you. Like Sean Boyd said, I'm coming to find you. I'm pulling up where you at. Let's talk about it. Now I'm gonna tell you what. I got a motherfucking 30-something-year-old stepson that I raised from a little kid. And he popped that same shit. You know what I mean? In front of the police. I didn't give a fuck. I said, well, I know where you're going to be. I let him pull off. Police was like, you can't do nothing. All right, cool. As soon as the police left, I hopped in my car, rolled up on that sumbitch. Called him in the parking lot. What's that shit you was talking now? And went to his ass. It's not a game. For you, I would have found you and went to your ass right then and there. Now you want to leak the video? That's a whole nother ass whooping I got to give you. That's a whole nother ass. You already got your ass whooped once. Now you want to leak it? I'm gonna give you another ass whooping. I'm gonna give you something. I'm gonna give you something to talk about. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you something to talk about. I don't give a fuck how old you think you are. You cannot disrespect your parent like that. I don't give a damn how mad you are, what you feel. All right, cool. I may disagree with what you're saying. All right, you got it. Good money. You know what I mean? Deal with it a different way. But to come off and cut your parent out and be disrespectful, that's a whole other level of motherfucking fuck you. You need your ass whooped. Somebody needs to see his son and slap the shit out of him. He ain't got no good friends. His friends around him ain't no motherfucking good. Because if you had a true homie, nigga, what you doing? Nigga, that was some sucker shit, yo. That was some sucker shit. Don't do that. Really? You know what I mean? We don't give a fuck, but you know, that's just me. That's just my thinking about it.
So are you apologizing, Tone, at all? Like, are you?
No.
I love you.
No, I'm not apologizing for anything. I'm not apologizing for what I said, and I don't give a fuck if somebody had to hear me talking like that. I don't give a fuck. That ain't your business to hear me talking like that because I didn't do it on a public setting. This was a private phone call that a nigga decided to make public. So why should I apologize? Fuck that. You know what I mean? And then take this ass whooping with it too. You can still feel it after you get this ass whooping. You still got some heat on your chest, nigga. We can keep going.
And the fact that he called him and he stirred him up, trying to trigger him, that all that shit was in trap. Yeah.
To me, that's
it's gonna be some slow singing and flower bringing. The end.
I don't disagree with that. If you purposely called to pick a fight with your father, you know what I mean? To pick a fight and talk shit. And then you gonna motherfucker get this man riled up and then you wanna record him. You a whole bitch ass nigga for that shit, man. You was trying to get some brownie points, but in the reality right now, you made yourself look completely stupid. You a whole bitch ass nigga like that. Even females gonna look at you right now like you a whole clown for what you did. Nigga. Cornball, man.
You outed your daddy. You outed your daddy for clout. Stupid. Like that's
exactly what he did, though. That's what he did. He outed his daddy to what? To make yourself. You wasn't making yourself look good. You wasn't trying. You was not gonna hurt this man's image by doing that. You know what I mean? You just made yourself look stupid. You know what I mean? That was family business. I ain't mad at Kirk. Kirk, I ain't mad at you, bro. I stand with you. You know what I mean? I stand with him. Fuck it. You should have fucked him up. I hope you fucked him up.
And you know what the son did? The son cut his nose off to spite his face now. You cut your nose off. You cut off whatever little bit that they did have, we no longer have it. That's treason. That's betrayal.
Now, here's a question. Would you forgive your son for that? Would you forgive your son for that and keep rocking on? Or would you just be like, nah, nigga, I'm cutting you the fuck off? How would you handle that situation?
I'm gonna have to leave that be for a while. I'm sure his PR people and his management team is probably saying they want them to do some public type shit to look like it's on the men, but I can't agree with that because I'm 100% with my feelings. Yeah. I don't do shit fake. And for real, if the relationship, because he did say the relationship was strained already. So if it's strained already, you strained it some more, and you did that on purpose. You know what? Mother had you, motherfuck you. Love you, but I can't fuck with you. You gonna do me like that? I'm supposed to trust you again? There's no way I could ever go back and not think of the betrayal. I don't want to do shit with your ass because on the street, I don't fuck with people who do that to me, period. So blood, I can unson you, undaughter you, unfather you, unmother you. I can all that shit you. Get the fuck on. Be well. Nicoletta said my oldest son turned 33 on Saturday. I cussed his ass out last week. I should continue to do what I do as a parent.
That's right. That's right. The fuck? That is absolutely right. You know what I mean? If they do some shit, they steal your kids. I don't give a fuck if they're grown or not. They steal your kids. Hell no. Nigga, you did some stupid shit. I'm going to tell you about your stupid self. I'm going to tell you about yourself. What?
Play with yourself. Don't play with me. And then look, in the way that we eat, you fucking with how I eat because you mad at me and I take care of you?
That was my next point. That was my next point. Like, yo, your father home, I know he taking care of you. He fronting your fucking lifestyle. You just, nigga, you a special kind of stupid. You deserve everything that's coming to you right now. You a special kind of stupid. Nigga, the way it seems is the relationship was already strained. It seems like his son really has mental issues. And from my understanding of it, it's like they were trying to get him help, but the help is not working. And he doesn't want it. He's not taking any help. So he just wants to be like that. So that, you know what I mean? This isn't the first time some shit like this happened. It's the first time that the nigga went and exposed it. So that's why the relationship is strained. The nigga got some mental issues, man. He
You
needs
see,
some fucking help.
Hattie said he needs to make an appointment because we're done here.
Look, I ain't even lying. You need to make an appointment. You need to make more than an appointment, nigga. You need some fucking help. Like, serious shit. But, you know, that's my opinion about it. I mean, that's just how I feel. You know what I mean? You know, opinions is a dime a dozen, but, you know, maybe somebody out there feels differently and feels like, yo, what he did was justified. You know what I mean? And for that person, I don't disagree with you. Let me say that. I just don't disagree with you. I just think you're a fucking moron. That's my opinion.
But I want to hear from you, though. Like, I want to hear from you in these comments. I want to hear from you if you want to jump on.
I'm not going to. Yeah, I want to know about it. I want to know about it. Shit.
Don't we want to hear about it? Don't we want to hear it?
I want to hear it because I need somebody to help me understand.
Yeah.
And to help me understand, seeing it from another side, and seeing it. You have to help me understand and see it from your view, since you feel like what he did was okay. I need you to help me understand. You know what I mean? And I want to give you the opportunity to explain it. You know what I mean? Explain it in layman's terms so I get what you're saying. You know what I mean? Because on any planet I'm from, man, that's some bullshit. That is some whole bullshit. You know, but that's just me. That's me.
Yeah. No. Listen, for the first time, probably this year, you and I on the exact same page. I can't even be devil's advocate. I can't even find another way to look at this because it will be outside the scope of me as a parent. I will beat your ass on TV and catch that L if you disrespect me.
Because I gotta let my kids know I ain't scared to go to jail now. I done been there before, so I ain't scared to go. Nigga, I would whoop your ass. Call the police. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? But you know, I tried to look at it from another side of the table to try to be Mr. Devil's Advocate today and look at it from the other side of the table and be like, well, maybe. And I was like, yeah, nigga, I wanted to slap my own self. I wanted to slap my own self for thinking that stupid shit. Like, nigga, what the fuck? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. You know what I mean?
So, stimulus package, white stimulus package.
Oh, he's probably devil's advocate. Come on.
I want to know what he got to say on it. Come on, stimulus package.
Come on, white stimulus package. Where you at? There you go. What's going on?
Not much.
What's your opinion with this situation with Kirk Franklin and his son?
I'm in a position to where we only like with any shoot, we only hear half the story, and all we got was the big highlight was Kirk Franklin kirking out. So that's pretty much it. And I know what he was trying to do is pretty much show his dad in a bad light, and then, like you said, just take advantage of that and may have everyone hating him and try to, this whole social media thing is like, oh God, Kirk Franklin, he's kirking out on his son. We gotta, go cancel him. And honestly, it's like, we don't know what the story was about, really. I don't know why. You kind of wonder, either A, you really want to dive into someone other family's business of something that you fully don't understand. And, unless you're that, again, bored with your life and you want to know more about it, go right ahead. But honestly, to me, it's like you said, as for, let's say that the situation in general for Kirk Franklin to get upset at his son like that, that's his right, that's his privilege. But again, it based off of what was said beforehand. And then the whole scenario, I think it's yucky at best, because I don't care about their business. I really don't.
Don't give a fuck.
It's not my prerogative.
Yeah. It ain't going on in my house.
All right, folks. I'm not all that crazy spicy today. I'm here to provide you with stimulation. So there.
We're here for it. We're here for it. Thank you very much. So we can all agree pretty much the Kirk Franklin situation is open and shut. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's
all right.
What's next on the docket, sir? What's next in crazier news?
So I forgot where this was at. This took place. It was this black chick, and she was driving her boyfriend's car, and her boyfriend had like a shit ton of warrants. He had felonies. He was wanted by the police, you know. And the female is driving this 2015 Chevy Camaro. And for some reason, the officer decides to pull her over and pull up on her and stop because he ran the tags and realized, hey, this could be the person that we're looking for. I'm going to pull you over and I'm going to stop you, right? So he stops the chick, you know, and she's explaining shit and she gets out. The chick has got drugs in her bag. She gave the cop her bag, and the cop goes through the bag. And this whole time, this chick is wilding because she's going back in her car like, bitch, just stand there. Don't move. Yo, what are you doing? Why would you get back in your car? You're giving this man a reason to bust off at you. So she's irate. So she goes through the cop goes to a bag. He pulls out a bag of weed, puts it on his dashboard. He comes back. Then he's gonna lock you up now. He get ready to lock you up. So the chick was like, no, grabs her bag, runs around the car. Follow me now. She runs around the car trying to get away. She hops inside the car. Mind you, the cop is chasing her around. This big fat dude is chasing her around. He didn't even pull his gun. He pulled his taser. Shorty. Yo, I'm trying, you under arrest. And the chick is like, no. She goes in the car. She jumps back inside her car. The cop fires him with the taser. This chick is still trying to win.
So hold on. Let me see. Hey, Stimmy. We got video. We got video
of this, man. People need to see this video. They need to see the video. If you haven't seen it, this is some graphic shit. You know, to see if he's probably looking for the. But yeah, she's in her car. You know what I mean? She's in her fucking car, and now the shit it's getting escalated. So the cop he takes the taser and puts it on her. You see the bitch, she did the whole shoulder lean like,
bruh.
After that, she comes off inside the car and starts dumping at the cop. You know what I mean? The cop fired back. This chick drops the gun outside the car and skeets off. Goes a block away, crashes the car. You know what I mean? They fucking run up on her. You know what I mean? They run up on her and they took her to the hospital. She died in the hospital. You know, you got to see the video to really understand. I'm gonna play devil's advocate on both sides of this one.
Can you?
Know what I mean? But I can't, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Well, no, I really can't. I really can't, man. I mean, I'm not even mad at the officer.
No, I trust your skill set.
Here's the video, y'all. Check the video out.
Here you go, y'all.
Check the video out, please, and thank you.
Thank you, Stimmy.
Lo que quieras sin compromiso. Tienes el control
Yes, it is,
sin compromiso a largo plazo.
Commercial.
Yeah. You gotta make sure, because if that shit was in Spanish, I would have to say, no, nigga, Espanol, bitch. I don't speak Espanol, nigga. I need English. But, you know what I mean? I want to know what y'all, for some of y'all that know what happened. Here we go. No, it's the other video. You got to change through the video. You got to change through the video, Spicy, right? That's just them taking a cop to the hospital. You got to look through the videos. It's in there, though. It's at the bottom.
We will get there. Come on, Stimmy. But what I want to say while he's preparing that is we got to do better, people. A traffic stop, in my opinion. Oh.
That's not it. That's not it.
Come on, Spicy. It's the Nashville.
Like the very last video. It's the very last video, and I'm completely amazed. I want to know, people like, she went out like a G. You know what I mean? And she, Ty said she went out like a G. You know what I mean? Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. My man will fuck.
Look, yeah. Okay. Oh, I like the fact that they have opposing opinions about this, because fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. I'm gonna be on the opposite side. I could be devil's advocate today. Fuck that bitch. You did some shit. It's noble. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's admirable that you went out here like Cleo or motherfucking set it off. But to me, dumbass, you turn the traffic stop into your fucking funeral. You know, and honestly, this time around, now listen, I'm gonna flip it around. Had that officer blew her fucking head off, it would be an uproar.
Had that garlic on. And he dumped off on her at first when she was reaching in the car. No, that's not. It's the next one. You getting close, Spicy White.
Close, come on.
One, bro. It's the next one. There was 4 of them in there. It's the next one. You close. Come on.
It's the Nashville thing. So
yo, everybody's saying Sean Boy, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Come on,
you get it.
Come on.
Like,
that's fast.
Black people, why would you put yourself in that situation to start with? Why? You know what I mean? Like, nigga, I ain't mad at you riding around with a little funky ass weed in your car, or you know what I mean? They said it was a white powder substance. We don't know what it was. It was a white powder substance you had in your car. All right, cool. Bitch, take the L. Take the L.
You got coke? You riding with me?
I'm just saying, yo, kid.
It ain't my business. It ain't my business. Whatever she had and why she had it.
Whatever she had, that was her shit.
I'm gonna stick to the script.
Here's my thing.
Yes.
Take the L. You got busted. It is what it is. You wasn't lucky today. You got caught. Yo, you gotta take that L. You made the whole situation. So hold on. The cop was so cool. He let her get her phone out the car. He let her go back in the phone, get her lighter, and get her phone out the car. She calls her mama. Do you imagine how fucked up her mama gonna be for the rest of her life? That was the last conversation she would ever have with her child. Mama, you need to come down here, and they got me pulled over. You need to get down here now.
For what? You know what I'm saying? That took 5 minutes. That would have took 5 minutes for her to do so, correct?
Yes. You know what I mean? You didn't give your mama a chance. Yo, you knew you was fucked up. But yo, you kept going back. Yo, if we can see this video, you'll see that this bitch kept going back in the car. And the first thing on my mind was, what the fuck are you doing? Bitch, you asking this nigga to do. You got your whole back in the car. This nigga can barely see what the fuck you doing. Nigga. I don't feel sorry for you. You know what I mean? You call your mama to see you die. Essentially, that's what happened. By the time your mama got there, they took you to the hospital and you died. That's just what it is. Come on.
Okay, this is what I want to do, and I'm probably gonna get in trouble for doing this because in this age where everybody hates the police, he tried. He did his job. He did the less harmful way. Like he really went through the steps, the escalation steps, in my opinion, from what I saw, because I wasn't there. Okay. I think that he did all that he could do. He even got hit and didn't even shoot no more. Sat on the ground like, yo, I'm hit. He called that shit in. He called out she had a gun. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. It was some G shit how she did, like because you could tell she was trained, like she did her thing, but at the same token, for why? It was pointless. It was a waste. Just like Will Funk said, take the L, keep your life.
No. Ty Bradley made a point in comment.
What'd she say?
What she did will only justify cops being scared and killing unarmed suspects.
Yep.
They're going to use this to validate all of their shit. Right there. I can't find no lie in what she said. You giving them the ammunition to say, yo, I'm scared for my life. Now, I watch the irony of this is I don't really watch Chicago PD like that because I don't like Voight, fuck Voight. I mean, I'm still fuck Voight. So I watched this episode yesterday, right, where kid was pulled over. He had his gun in his waist, but he had his concealed carry. Had his hands up, cop dumped off, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? The cop did not think, it was like, yo, but I was scared for my life. He reached for his gun. I was scared for my life. And then the cop really had to look at the video and realize, yo, I murdered him. Fuck it, you got to kill me. And he ended up killing the dude. But, you know, that's going to be, from moving on, seeing off what Todd Bradley said, with moving forward, you gave these people ammunition now. I don't know what they're doing in that car. I don't even know. You want to give them more reason to shoot first. Why would you do that to us? When we're fighting an uphill battle, why would you set us the fuck back by doing that?
I think the cop should be admired for doing his job. And he was not black. He was not brown.
Okay.
He was a white officer.
Yes. Big fat white guy.
Yes.
Brandon Mello Jackson said, Brandon Mello Jackson said the cop wasn't going to lock her up for the weed. It was the license that he was getting her for. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, maybe her license was no good. You know what I mean? All right, bitch, take the L. Nigga is just driving on suspended or driving on like that's some short shit. You know what I mean? You can live and go home and see your family. You know what I mean? Like, yo, now, you know what I mean? Come on. And your nigga still gonna get caught and go to jail.
Okay. Tone, allow me to be a little bit ghetto. I'm getting ready to pull up this thing since Stimmy can't figure it out. I guess it must be bad on his end, but I'm gonna pull this video up and see if I can put it on my camera so all y'all can see it. So hold on. Let me turn it up. Wait. Let me turn it up so y'all can hear it. Here you go.
There it is. Oh, this was after he already pulled her over.
Put me in handcuffs. I haven't done anything wrong, ma'am. No, just about to get paid.
She on the phone with her mama.
On the ground. On the ground.
That's when he hit her with the shoulder. Hit it with the shoulder lean. The shoulder lean. The shoulder lean. Here you go.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
The bitch dropped the gun. There's the gun on the ground right there. And skeets off.
That's the other angle from his car.
This is dash cam. Now watch she drop it. Watch she drop the gun. She's gonna drop the gun before she pulls off. Watch it. See, she dropped the gun. Went down the street. Mind you, this cop was shot, and she shot him under his vest. Now there was a part of that. So before you just jumping out there, before that part of the video took place, there is a video out there that shows everything. It shows the whole thing, and he was real cool with her. This bitch kept going in her car. Yo, I agree. Tavio said, yo, the cop should have put her in cuffs off the break.
He should have.
That changed the scenario. You got to look at her point of view at that point. Even if you went to put the cuffs on her in the beginning, she was still going to do the same thing. You know what I mean? She's stupid. She's stupid.
And you know what?
I can't help you there, bitch. I can't even be devil's advocate today because you fucked me up with this one, man. You fucked me up with this one. Her mama made me feel some type of way. Condolences to your dumbass daughter. You know what I mean? And people like, oh, you insensitive. I'm going to be insensitive because your daughter was a stupid motherfucker.
Tom, I got to bring something to your attention.
Okay.
Your name today is Mr. Devil's Advocate.
And I can't fucking get no devil's advocate shit off. Do you see the irony with my name? I wanted to be devil's advocate today, but I couldn't because you motherfuckers wouldn't give me a reason to be devil's advocate. I can't even justify your motherfucking actions or your behaviors, bitch. You made me look stupid today. I hate you. You know what I mean? You ain't even go to heaven. You ain't even go to heaven. You stuck in between heaven and hell. That's where dumb people go. They do dumb shit. They just stuck.
Yeah, I looked at this video from every angle. I watched it. I looked at the literature. I looked at the and for the record, everyone, stimulus package said they pulled the video. That's why he couldn't find it. They pulled it. So I looked at it from all angles, try to see all I read the article in the national because she's from Nashville, Tennessee. I read the article and nothing can help me be on her side.
Let me see because I watched it from the link that you sent me, Kiki.
Okay.
And I'm thankful for that because now I got to see the whole video. I
Mhm.
got to see what happened, Brian. And like Brandon said, like Brandon Mello said, yo, the cop was cool as a fucking fan. She just didn't want that nigga to search the car behind the gun. Bitch, because when you first pulled her over, she was wrestling in the car. Like, he was like, what are you trying to do in here? What are you doing? She was trying to hide some shit. She knew she had that gun and them drugs on her. Bitch, you got to eat that charge. You eat the charge, you go to jail, do your time, come home. You're still alive. But
And
now,
you drove down the street, didn't make it, crashed your whip, and died. Like,
yeah.
that's your story, sis. I don't know if you have children. That's your story. Nothing ever else is going to trump what you did yesterday. That's your story. That's it.
That's the whole story. That's the whole story. Oh, shit. I'm trying to find it now because I know you got it. But, you know what I mean? That's your whole story. That's how you move on and how your life at this point moves forward. It moves forward this way.
Tweety said, I'm going to read some of these comments while you're doing that. Tweety said, this bitch cigarette was more important. 5 times in and out the car. Ty said, he was very lenient and used discretion. She was wrong all the way. Mello said, yes, it does. The cop was extra cool. I saw that whole video. She didn't want him to search the car. That's why it went like that. Tweety said, that's where I was still in his corner. He still was being nice. Ty said, his gun should have been drawn on any vehicle registered to a wanted suspect. This is true. She took that taser like a G. That 9mm, not so well, said Sean. Shoulder leg right. She still asked to be hit. He even warned her, but he did announce, I'm going to tase you. He did announce that. Ty said he even warned her about the taser. He did everything right. Real talk, the cop should have put the handcuffs on her to start with, says Tavio. And that nigga she's protecting is still living and moving on. Tavio said, yeah. Tavio said, not with the cuffs tone. She wouldn't have been able to shoot shit. He let her do way too much.
You're not here. Oh, so Tavio, you're not understanding what I'm saying. If she resisted arrest like that, he wouldn't have been able to put the cuffs on her in the beginning, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If she ran from that shit, she was gonna run regardless. She had no intentions of going to jail. She was gonna go out like Cleo with the shoulder lean.
Bro.
She had the shoulder lean, dog. The whole shoulder lean.
Since Tone is misrepresenting the devil's advocate, Dad.
Come on, Stimmy.
Okay, yo, hey, Stimulus. Listen, how can I be devil's advocate on this one here?
We finna show you.
Well, here's the thing. Let's put it in this aspect. I can understand where the person who was being arrested and being shot, I can understand her being fearful due to the fact of the past happenings between, the Black Lives Matter issues and things of that nature, to the point where we are now. If getting to the point where, again, we have to, sadly, a lot of Black folks have to, in a sense, defend themselves instead of just being smartly cordial to the situation in hand. If, now mind you, based off of the video, she was acting stupefied and thinking, again, being on the phone, and, mind you, just, again, recording something and verifying the fact that, hey, there's a police officer here, guns drawn, or in this case, a taser first, and things of that nature, to get to the point where she ends up getting shot at the end. Mind you, if she just been just like, officer, why you pull me over? What is your concern? Give her the driver's license. If we did all that aspect, yeah, she would have just gone to jail, pay a fine or whatever, and she would have been alive today. Technically, yes, you can say this is all her fault, but at the same time, I feels like, based off of the way the relationship between the police and Black folks today, I would be constantly on edge and be fearful from here on out. Think about it, and especially where they're living at. And I can see on your face you're kind of confused on that. So that's why I'm pulling that devil's advocate card from you.
Come on.
I'm very confused on that. I am.
I have a question to ask the two of you after you reveal your confusion. I just want you to tag me and reveal your confusion.
I'm confused because, yeah, granted you're scared, but when you put yourself in that fucking situation, you can't look and say I'm scared. You can't look and say, I'm scared. You know what I mean? And you did this to yourself. You know what I mean? All you have to do is comply. You know what I mean? This dude, I can understand if he was an asshole cop and he was coming off at you sideways from the jump. This nigga was crazy cool. Like, he was a cool cop. I'd have been like, yo, fuck it, nigga. You got me. Let's go. You know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I fucked up. When we put ourselves in these situations, we can't look and say, I'm scared for my life. Nigga, you wasn't scared before you motherfucking decided to pick up that gun. Or you wasn't scared because obviously you were running around like this for a long time to feel comfortable like that. This is probably the first time you got caught. So now you're scared because you're going to jail.
I think if correct me if I'm wrong, Stimmy. I call him Stimmy today. Stimmy, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel that you were speaking of the movements on the cops' behalf now. Is that correct?
Yes.
He was speaking on the cops' behalf, Tone. He was saying, like, and my question beyond that was, do you feel like it would be justified for them to move differently in Nashville, in Tennessee? I guess however long this reach of this video is, that the police start moving differently because of that. Like, for real,
Okay.
I want to go home tonight, bro. I got one. I want to go home.
Okay, first off,
As a
my
cop.
bad. I didn't understand what Ostami was saying. I didn't understand what Ostami was saying. So now, since you cleared that up for me, you know, they are.
Well, again, I'm gonna let me pass this from Ty. She stated this correctly. He looked like a cop who understood the current climate between police and people of color. She took advantage, which I think agree, and this gone fucked up all that shit up. Which I agree. That's where I felt like, mind you, she could be playing. In a way, she's playing the race card in a sense, but at the same time, it's like, I wouldn't say just for her, but there could be anybody else, because it kind of opens up that window to where, you know, instead of complying for a normal, it could be just a fender bender or whatever, and you end up having a shootout, which makes no sense. Again, like last year talked about the guy who was sleeping at the Wendy's drive-through. The police, all they had to do was, why don't you just take him home?
Yeah.
Instead of just trying to arrest him and all that stuff, you could if his house was just a block away, just give him a biggie bag and drive him home. But no, due to the fact that the relationship between the police and people of color, it's getting worse and worse. These type of situations, sadly, may be escalating from time to time.
Will Clark said he did move differently. He treated her with respect until he actually found a reason not to. She played it wrong and got what she asked for. But I want to go back to Ty's comment. Ty said she could have been handcuffed under detainment, not under arrest, but detainment. He could have cuffed her.
Could have, yeah.
So my point is,
because Will Funk, that was in response to Will Funk. Will Funk was like, he couldn't have cuffed her because he didn't have a reason to. He was really trying to find, like, I guess
he was doing his job. He
was doing his job, yes. But then again, when, in a weird way, like I said, based off the current climate, some people, like this woman did, she took advantage. Others, again, may not, I wouldn't say take advantage, but sort of like will freak out all of a sudden just for being freaking out. So again, this whole scenario, like I said, the relationship between the police and people of color, it's deteriorating to a point where I think these type of scenarios are going to sadly increase.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're saying yes.
So here's my question to everybody. Here's a question that I have, here's the question. So is it fair to say every time an officer pulls you over, they should cuff you?
No, I'm not saying that. Right. What I'm saying is like somehow there needs, I don't know when, there needs to be a time where the police and the community needs to get together and have a conversation. And I don't know when they should have it, but based off of the way things are, I don't think it'll be anytime soon.
She set us back, bro.
Yeah. I know.
I'm saying She set us back, young.
He
Like
set a lot of people back, of course.
stuff was just starting to not level out, but we was just starting to not be so afraid and not so on edge and not so always looking for the other shoe to drop type stuff. Like we just got like the news has started to calm down. We started hearing about the other dumb stuff instead of this. Like we just
The thing is, the sad
the
thing
presidency
is,
took over. Like Trump got
the
out.
thing
Like
is, this again, the thing is, it's never going to end until you don't hear about it anymore. You don't see it in the news anymore. It's not going to end. That's the sad part. It's never going to end until it gets to the point until they defund the police and properly meaning what that means. Until it gets to the point where there's actual equality for everybody and throughout what business and job relations and things of that nature, it's not going to end. So yeah.
Okay, so Will Funk said if she was the one with warrants, cuffing her immediately is justified. Driving without a license isn't a violent crime. It's a ticket. She escalated the situation and the officer followed her lead.
Thank you. Thank you, Will Funk. And just for y'all to know, this is a sidebar. Will Funk will be on the panel with us on the Will Funk, to add you, the date is changed to the 28th, Will Funk. I will get back to you. I will inbox you all the information. But Will Funk, hopefully, he will be on the panel. Boy.
I just got just in, Tone. I need to move my chair over because someone is excited and very upset and want to get their point across. I'm gonna slide my chair over.
Oh, well, we got special guests?
It's definitely some devil's advocacy coming on. Like,
God, I gotta see it. I gotta see this.
I'm gonna slide over. Look, this just in. Come on, person of color.
Oh, Mr. Goldman. Come on, Mr. Goldman. Here we go. I tried to be Mr. Devil's Advocate today, but I can't find the words to be Devil's Advocate today.
This is me strapping my seatbelt. Ready?
Let's go.
All right. In the Kurt Franklin spirit of me. That bitch crazy. So, listen, I'm starting to read some of the comments. And honestly, Ty's really getting straight to the point. If a vehicle, the person of the vehicle that is registered has a warrant, he is liable to come with it. He should have came to that vehicle with his gun drawn because you don't know who or what is in that car. She played it stupid. So that's my devil's advocate. Y'all, I'm agreeing with y'all on the show, but I'm disagreeing with the comments. Yeah, she should have been cuffed, but honestly, once the taser happened, she should have been forcefully taken down. I am a yeller.
That's what she said.
But no,
oh, wow.
like, honestly, you can't get, that is the probable cause. You can get cuffed on site, and then I can get your ID. I can pat your pockets, get your ID, set your ass down on the curb, and I'm gonna run your ID.
Will Funk is saying no, there was not a reason.
The probable cause is the vehicle that was registered. The person that was registered under the vehicle has a warrant. It's happened many a times in the Black community where we get stolen vehicles, or we ride one of our friends' cars, or we take the whip and the police pull us over and our friend did some dirt. Guess who's sitting on the side of the curb with the cuffs on the back?
You are.
So the fact that I'm a BGA for a second. The fact that he ran the tags, found out Kenneth Coleman, this car belonged to Kenneth Coleman, and comes up and finds Kiki Grant in the seat. I'm in the seat.
Mm-hmm.
Then he done let her get out, let her do all of this shit. Like, to me, I'm not the person that you're looking for. I still have to sit in cuffs. I still can be cuffed.
This is the very thin line of being a good cop and a bad cop. He has to contain the situation. So when she got, Oh, sorry. That's the only thing. Everybody's saying he did everything right, perfectly. No, he didn't. He didn't control the situation. That was the problem. He didn't control the situation. He was too nice. You can understand the climate and all that. That is great. We need more officers like that. And I agree with that comment. But you let it go too far. Like
you can't have it both ways, Mr. Coleman. You can't have it both ways. He was trying, because of the climate. Because of the climate, you don't want to censor. You make some situations worse than what it all is. He was trying. Yes, in some ways I can see what you're saying, but I'm like, he was trying to be cool and be like, look, let's just figure out what's going on here. And this chick made it more than what the fuck it was. Had she shut the fuck up and gone along with the program, she'd be still here. We wouldn't be talking about it right now.
What happened in the traffic stop? When you get pulled over by a police car, is the first action is to get the fuck out the car and to hop out the car? 9 times out of 10, they say show your hand, especially if the vehicle is registered under a warrant. They're gonna say, I need to see all hands where I can see them. Keep still. Let me see your hands where my eyes can see, aka Busta Rhymes. So if you don't follow those instructions off the break, you have already escalated the situation. Her getting out the car should have automatically been a takedown because you're not following directions.
So Will Funk said,
hold on. It gets more interesting than that though, PJ, because if you saw the real video, you saw the video that me and Kiki saw.
Yes.
She kept going back in the car.
Yeah.
She kept reaching back in the car.
Furthermore, proving his point.
He should have controlled the situation. And controlling the situation is not letting you go back and forth into the car.
So Will Funk says, just because it happens doesn't make it right. The vehicle was registered to a male. She did not fit the description, PJ.
So what? You're driving a vehicle that you're driving the suspect or the person that they're looking for vehicle. You could be.
Well, see, the thing was why he pulled her over because she was driving the suspect's vehicle. She was driving who they were looking for, so they didn't know the windows was all blacked out. So he didn't know who the fuck was in there. Yeah. And when he pulled you over, he was like, "Well, I didn't know." He said it in that video. I didn't know if somebody else was in the car. And she's like, "Nobody else is in the car." Yeah. See, that's part of the video they didn't show you. Yes. You know what I mean? He was asking a question because he called for air support because he thought the dude was in the car and it was going to be a problem. You hear him in the beginning. He called for air support. Are they still around? You know what I mean? Are they in the air?
And my thing about that is listen, if you did nothing wrong and you were driving your boyfriend's car or a cousin's car or a friend's car, yes, you're going to get detained for a small portion of your time. It's going to happen. But you're going home. You're going home.
She had coke though. She
had other illegal shit with her. And I guarantee that gun was not registered. I'm telling you, I want to give her the benefit of the doubt, but she ain't helping me. The way she did it, I can't give her the benefit of the doubt. She was dirty. She was riding dirty in a dirty nigga's car. So you really want me to give some type of
First of all, so you was with the shits. She was with the shits. Well, she was already driving this nigga's car, bitch. You got to know that this nigga was wanted. She said to her mother on the phone, they looking for something. She called the nigga's name. You know this nigga shit. Come on, Slim. You brought that on yourself, boo. You know what I
mean? And the officer did too. Like once it gets out of routine and you can't follow orders, then and he's doing it lawfully too. The request will be lawfully. Put your hands up. Well, that is lawfully. She decided to she wanted to set it off.
Yeah. So let me ask you, Tone and Stimmy. Is it fair to say that whole day when she got in the car with the coke and the gun in the one of dude's car, like her day was gonna go to shit? Is it fair to say that she made bad decisions the whole day?
It's fair to say that because you took the chance. You gambled. Obviously, you did this before and got away with it. You thought it was comfortable. You've done it enough times and you got away with it and nobody paid you no mind. This wasn't your lucky day. You gambled.
It's the risk of riding dirty. She wasn't ready for the risk. Whenever you ride in somebody's car and you know they doing some trifling, fucked up shit, you better be ready for the consequences. When I used to ride in niggas' cars, when they used to go make their sales or do whatever, I know what I was taking the risk for. So if I were to get pulled over, I'm taking the risk just because I wanted to ride around with them. That's the same thing with her. She was riding dirty, so she was not prepared for the consequences. When that cop came, she panicked. She freaked the fuck out. She didn't know what to do. She ain't a G. Everybody saying she went out like a G. She wasn't no fucking G. She was a G. She would have handled the business. Got a damn lawyer. Get the fuck out of that situation.
That's what G's do.
That's what G's do.
What G's do. It reminds me of the white lady.
She cracked out. Yo, it's on the roll. She cracked out.
The white woman at the Capitol when everybody was saying whatever. Because I want to say, I'm gonna be devil's advocate. I'm gonna jump out here as a mom with children. Because I'm sure she got a mother and an aunt and all that. Like, I want to send condolences to her family. I want to say that. Sorry, someone lost their life. I gotta say it because I would want that to be said to me. I don't condone the events. I think the events are ridiculous, and I think probably if she could have, shoulda, coulda, woulda, was a thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know that she would have done shit differently, but condolences to her family.
I'm pretty safe to say we all wish everybody went home.
Her family condolences. Your mama raised a dumbass chick.
God damn.
Yeah. Yeah, I said it. What?
We got this far, bro. So,
I'm sorry.
Hey,
that was fucked up. We got a little rough.
I'm feeling the Holy Spirit, Tone. I'm feeling the Holy Spirit.
GB, is you with me?
We want a revolution. Listen,
GB, is you with me? Nigga, I'm just saying. At this junction, man. You know what I mean? There's nothing that we can say. We're not gonna bring her back. You know what I mean? She did some stupid shit. Like everybody said, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And she won the motherfucking ultimate fucking prize. You gave up your fucking life for some bullshit. For some straight bullshit. So if anybody thinks, she went out like a G and that was you about the dumbest motherfucker on earth, too. And your ass is probably next up on the list.
And that's all I got to say. And nobody said that good cop got a family, too.
Yes.
We always ask for good cops, ask for cops to do the right thing. And all this, and then when you finally get one, we put a half a clip in his ass.
That's just.
So I said, so now y'all changing what a G is. You know damn well that shit was gangster, and most gangsters are stupid. I can't get into it.
I think that was just stupid.
Sorry, I'm gonna take the G out that. I'm really that's stupid. I'm sorry, Ty. I can't do that because for real, we glorify G's. We give G's. You know what I'm saying? Props. I can't do it.
But the sad part with this youth, with this world right now, there are going to be people out there that's going to glorify that shit and think that shit was hot. And that to me, that's a fucking problem. There was nothing hot about that. There's nothing you could glorify about that situation. You know what I mean? Because the next time it's going to be you on that fucking slab. And I'm going to be sitting here saying, your parents raised a dumbass too.
Yeah, there are some dumb gangsters though. We're gonna tell you.
No. Gangsters do dumb shit, but I can't give her that. Like I can't. I feel like as a woman, like just anyway. I said it earlier. You just set us back, sis. You set us back, like doing some shit. And honestly, a lot of times we do realize in our head that we make jail the worst, or we make being pulled over. Like the worst thing that happened today is you get a ticket. Bro, no, the worst thing today is that white sheet. Because I learned being in a bike community, right? I used to pull off on cops. And then I started realizing they start bumping niggas off their bikes and killing people. And my cop friend kept telling me, he said, Kiki, and he's widow because Kiki's new, but he said, Black Widow, he said, listen, he said, Motorola's faster than whatever you ever gonna ride. And he was like, bro, take that ticket and never that white sheet. And I start realizing that shit, like, bro, you making these decisions you making, I must don't give a fuck about a raised insurance premium. I must don't give a shit about blah, blah, blah. So to me, I started changing up the way I was doing shit. You know what I'm saying?
This was back in 2005. Right? In 2005, you know what I mean? I'm in GW Parkway coming down in the joint, yeah. And the motherfucking police jump behind me. And it was park police. Oh. You know what I mean? And them niggas don't play.
Yeah, and they go in there.
You know what I mean? I thought about it. I was like, I get this nigga. But something told me that day was pull over and just eat the joint, Joe.
Yeah, park police don't got rules.
When I pulled over, he was like, I was waiting for you to run. We're going to run you. We were going to clip you and knock you the fuck off that bike if you ran. Well, I didn't run. I'm here to talk about it today. And then he said the same thing to me. He said, no matter what you do, you think you're fast, but this phone is faster than the fuck you are. This radio is faster than the fuck you are. And I was like, After that, I fucked around a little bit after that, but then I really started, as I got older, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that no more. You run up behind me, I'm just going to pull over. I'm not going to give you that energy because, man, I want to live.
I'm going to tell you, I still fuck around. But I take calculated chances. Every single time ain't one of them chances. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little more liberal in my decisions because for real, if I can, I will. I ain't gonna hold you. If I can get away with that shit, but a lot of times it's hit or miss because the traffic is different in our area now. The police are on faster bikes. You know what I'm saying? It's like again, it's the people in the air that's going like, bro. It's just anyway. It don't be that.
Will said we are assuming she was actually talking to her mom, and as possible we are assuming. But you know the way she was talking and if you listen to the tone of her voice, she was talking to her mama. All right, she wasn't talking to nobody else. She's talking to her mama. You know what I mean? Whoever it is, even if it wasn't her mama, whoever it is, listen to that chick die because that chick ran around the car, still on the that bitch was running around the car, still on with the phone to her ear.
That couldn't even bet my mother. She would have said some smart shit. She was like, if you don't sit your ass in the car, I ain't paying for your funeral.
If that was my mother, she'd be like, what the fuck is you doing? Is you dirty? Is you dirty? Yeah, I'm dirty. Nigga, sit down. You gotta eat that one. You gotta eat that one. What the fuck is you doing? You gotta eat that. That was your fault. That was your stupidity. You gotta eat that. Nigga, I'm gonna eat it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna run around and I'm not gonna motherfucker do that. But he should have. He should have. You know what I mean? I get what you're saying, Tavio. I really do. I get it. He was friendly. But we can't have it both ways. Because now you get a friendly cop that's trying to be cool and work with you. You know what I mean? Or do you want that asshole cop all the time? Because you're going to get one or the other. You're going to get one or the other. You can't be mad when you have a cool cop. You know what I mean? He's trying to work with you. Yo, respect the dude.
Whole time, good cops let you skate when you dirty. Nigga. Sometimes they just don't want to do the paperwork.
She could have had that option. And not saying that's just what she would have got, but she could have had that option. This nigga was mad cool.
It could have been a situation like, I'm looking for the guy. Oh yeah,
you saw
I'm looking for him.
Yeah. Hey, look, Will Ferg made a point. He said gangsters have lawyers on retainer and go to jail freely because they know they be out in an hour. And every movie they say that too. He said these people ain't G's, they simply criminals.
Thank you, Will Ferg. Thank you, Will Ferg. Yo, Tavio, you trying to say the cop dropped the ball, bro. You by yourself out there on an island by yourself right now. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna see it that way when you dropped the ball. He was trying to be cool. He was trying to motherfucking work with her. She did this to herself, bro. She did this to herself.
Batman, the woman died down the road. She pulled off from the scene and crashed her car. And I don't know if she crashed it because she died. I don't know if she died because she crashed.
Due to her injuries, because they said when she crashed the car was in a ditch. They pulled her out and they were working on her. And when she got in the ambulance, they took her to the hospital later on the next day or something. Friday, she died from her injuries.
Yeah, the officer is still recovering from his injuries.
Yeah, he's in stable condition.
But you know what? Because I guess she didn't account for the fact that you ain't hit that middle spot in his head. You hit that nigga in his chest plate for real.
You big dummy, just because he's big and fat. You think he don't have a vest on? You thinking he's out there with no vest on? Like, so but she did shoot him in the gut. They said the bullet went under the vest. She hit him in the gut. Okay, cool. But you see how big that nigga was? He ate that bullet and still dumped. He was accurate to a motherfucker and dumped off on you and killed you in your car.
And did you see the end of that video? I want to reiterate, at the end of that video, he could have dumped more into that car. He didn't. He was like, you know what?
No, after she shot and she was sitting in the car obviously must have been trying to get herself together. He got up on his knees. He laid his gun on the ground.
Yeah.
He got up on his knees and he was struggling. He was like, oh, man. You know what I mean? You can see from the other video where she drops the gun out the car.
Stupid.
And it's off.
Stupid.
Like, where the fuck you going, bitch? You just been hit a couple times. Where the fuck is you really going?
She tried. That's why I said in the beginning of this day, I wanted to say and give to me, I'm gonna put my quotation fingers up. A cop did his job today. Y'all can say he dropped the ball, y'all can say blah, blah, blah. He went through like he probably could have thought more on another level, but he did what everybody was crying for cops to do for 7-9 months. He did it.
Thank
and
you.
Still shitting on him, dog.
Thank you.
And it was almost the end of his life doing his job.
Yes. So, like I said, you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You know what I mean? You're mad when a cop is out here and they harassing you and they fucking with you. For no reason, they fucking with you and they doing all this extra shit to you. You was mad at all these cops because they put their knee on George Floyd's neck.
Yeah.
But then in the same breath, you get a cop like this and you still want acting ass instead of being cool and be like, all right. And like Mr. Coleman said, cool cops let you slide. I done been pulled over by some cool ass cops who doing some fucked up shit, and was like, yo, you know, I know I was wrong. I ain't
They
throwing
say
you out.
take your ass home.
You know what I mean? Look, man, I wear your neck. You have the next. And yo, I got pulled over drinking and driving twice, and I was fucked up. Right? Me and my homie was in the car, fucked up. Lord rest his soul. I swear to God, the cop was talking to us, and we was talking. Yeah, look, man, we did have a couple. You know what I mean? He was like, yo, really not trying to fuck with y'all tonight, but y'all know better than this shit. Yeah, I know I was wrong, officer. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? He was like, where you got to go? We only got to go 2 blocks down the street. Man, y'all get there, be safe, have a nice night. You know what I mean?
And you know the wild shit. Let's just say she did survive, right? This the wild shit. If she did survive, everybody was going down. The Warren husband, boyfriend, or whoever that was going down. They would have hit her with the, well, we can take about 5-10 years off you tell us what it. Everybody would have went down. She would have been done, buried underneath of the jail. Like what was her end game? Like she thought this was a movie. That's what I'm saying. That's the problem with people that ride dirty. They don't understand the consequences of riding dirty and you get pulled over.
No, that's what
You
don't understand. You don't understand these roles. You don't understand this. Like you don't understand when you get into the man. You don't understand. Like he did not properly prep her. He didn't train her. You know what I'm saying? He didn't groom her for this lifestyle. She probably was I'm gonna get into that another time, but this wasn't her shit. This wasn't for you.
Here's the problem. And when you have people like that, and people like that were comfortable because she's been doing this for a while. And she's been lucky and fortunate enough to get away with it. So she was comfortable with doing the shit. Like having the weed and the drugs in the car, the gun in the car. If you listen to the nigga was a big drug dealer, you know what I mean? And that's what he had charges for. She's comfortable with that shit. No, you're right. The nigga didn't groom her. Didn't teach her about the real shit. He didn't do none of that because they were comfortable. They were relaxed criminals. They were weak-minded criminals. They were bums. They're not gangsters. They're just some dumb motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And now she's a dead dumb motherfucker.
Sean Boy said, if I'm riding around with a kilo of coke in my trunk, that's the kind of cop I want.
Yep.
We got a few minutes left, but I really want to just again, I want to give it up to that cop. You did what we've been asking y'all to do. You did your job, and he should be recognized for that. He did not want to shoot her, Sean. He didn't want to shoot her. I want to reiterate.
Hey, Batman, he did burn her up. Unfortunately, I'm sorry we can't show you the video, but he did burn her up.
I'll send you the video, Batman. I'll send it back to you so you can see it.
But seriously, since we got a couple minutes left, we want to remind y'all yet again, March 28th. Mr. Coleman, you're going to be on the panel, right? You're going to be on the panel, Mark? Mr. Coleman's on the panel. You know what I mean? Like, yo, listen, March 28th is going down in the National Harbor, man. If you're trying to be there, 100 people, yo, come in. Come chop it up. This is a live discussion. You know what I mean? I got to shout out to the people that put this together. Yo, this is going to be fucking fire. You need to be there. You know what I mean? Because there's going to be open dialogue and it's going to be some real shit being said. You know what I mean? And we ain't lying about nothing. And the ladies ain't going to lie about nothing either. I think y'all need to come through and come check it out, right? Let us know.
Mr. Batman, Bruce Oliver, I want to thank him. Me and him on this collabo. I want to thank him. Mr. Batman, Bruce Oliver will be representing the 50-year-olds. Mr. Tone, Mr. Harley Saki will be representing part of the 40-year-olds.
Hold on. We got Will Funk. Going to be in the building too now.
Will Funk is part of
the 50-year-olds is covered. We got the grown man covered. We got the 40-year-olds covered. You know what I mean? We got the 30-year-olds covered. Right there.
Correct.
Right there.
We got 20-year-olds covered too.
And we got 20-year-olds covered. So you're going to hear it from all different age groups. And you're going to hear where the minds and what people thinking about and where they at with the age groups. You're going to see. You know
and I want you to understand.
I'm excited.
So we got 50, 40, 30, and 20-year-old women on the opposite side, giving their full account of what we're going through. And the ideology and the thought process behind this is that we want to see, we want to answer y'all questions. We want our questions answered, things that we're confused about, like love and the way love goes, relationships, how we relate to men and how men relate to us. We all want to discuss that in some grown-up fashion. Grown people doing this, grown people shit. So once again, if y'all want to be involved,
I asked what the topic was.
Oh, I got stuff coming. I got promos coming. But we gotta wrap it up.
So we gotta wrap it up today. But this is what's going down. Let's look forward. We'll see y'all next week. We'll be live in the studio to remind you and reiterate what the fuck is going down on the 28th of March. Real Talk Uncensored. I'm out. I'm Tone. Peace.
Oh, I didn't know you was doing that. So I'm like.